Hey y'all, Matt here from Fat Skinny Girl Love. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and make today some pumpkin empanadas. In English, they're pumpkin turnovers. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out. You can also use this recipe to make it savory, but for today, I'm gonna go ahead and do sweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some pumpkin empanadas. Now these are the ingredients that you're gonna need. All right, so we're gonna need about 2.5 cups of mozzarella, parm skin, low moisture parm skin. We're gonna go ahead and need some 100% pure pumpkin. Make sure that it's not a pumpkin mix. Make sure it's just pure pumpkin. In the ingredients, it should say just pumpkin, nothing else. Okay. All right, and we're gonna need about 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 ounces of cream cheese, and about 1.5 cups of almond flour. Make sure that's super fine. Okay, and for the pumpkin part, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need. I'm gonna start with 1.5 cups. See if I'm gonna need some more, but for now I'm gonna do 1.5 cups. All right, so let's go ahead and get the mozzarella and the cream cheese melted. 2.5 cups of the mozzarella. Perfect. So 2.5, add some bonus. 2.5 of mozzarella and 2 ounces of cream cheese. All right, wet towel in, now in the microwave. In total, I did about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, so yeah, so that's perfect. That's what I want. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the almond flour. I added already in the almond flour the tablespoon of the baking powder. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get that in. In goes the 1.5 cups of almond flour and a tablespoon of baking powder. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get that mixed. So I'm just making everything blend in with one another until it just becomes one ball. And one thing that I forgot was the eggs. So you're gonna need about 2 eggs. Okay, go ahead and get that added in. I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly whisk them. All right, do a quick whisk and add it. All right, so that's 2 eggs in. And now let's go ahead and get that. Now, if you guys saw my biscuit video, this is kind of like way similar to my biscuit video. It's getting there. Okay, I'm just... I may add just a hint of a little bit more of almond flour, just so it won't be that sticky. So it can kind of look like a dough. So I'll go ahead and add just a little bit, just like a handful. I go ahead and get my tortilla press, my tortillera, so I can go ahead and get started with my little disc. Here is my little mini tortilla maker. But if you don't have one of these, just grab a Ziploc bag, okay, and just cut it like this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick spray so it won't stick. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick spray of the butter, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of the batter. Okay, let's try it out and see how it turns out. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick ball. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and just kind of turn it around and press. Okay. All right. You don't want it too thin, but also you don't want it super thick. So I think about the size of 2 game cards. I think meaning like the thickness. So I think that should be okay. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and open it, and we're gonna add the puree. All right, so in the puree, in the pumpkin puree, I went ahead and added 6 tablespoons of the Swerve. Okay, so that's this one. All right, so 6 tablespoons of Swerve, and I did about a dash of the vanilla. Okay, just a dash. Okay, so for me, that sweetness is just perfect. But if you believe that you need some more, you can definitely add some more. We're gonna go ahead and add about 1 tablespoon and a half of the puree mix. Now, if yours is a little bit smaller, you can add a little bit more. You can add a little bit less. But I think 1 tablespoon and a half for 2 tablespoons of batter, I think that's okay. All right, if you believe it needs less, you can add less. Like this one is a little bit small, I'm seeing, so I'm just gonna take a little bit. Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and flip like a taco. All right. Oops, some of mine came out. All right, that's okay. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just flip back. Let me just clean this up. Okay. And with a fork, I'm gonna dab it in water. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just pierce the side. Dab some more. All right, see, mine is not perfect, so it's okay if yours aren't. If yours is better than mine, then that's way much better. That's much better. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this in our pan. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it here next to the other one. This one is much prettier. It's okay. I sprayed this with some butter. Okay. All right, so now if you do have a tortillera, this is how you're gonna do it. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing. Grab a Ziploc bag, kind of make it the size of your tortillera. I made it that size. And I'm just gonna go ahead and spray both of these. I'll go ahead and just spray them real quick. Okay. Spray them in, do the same thing. Now, I don't know how much batter is gonna need, so I'm gonna do the same as what I did on the other. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just make it into a ball. Press, and then put the other piece on top of it. And then you're gonna go ahead and go, and then press down. Okay, I don't think this one presses down because there's nothing to press. Okay, so the tortillera for me is an epic fail. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do it by hand. The reason why that tortillera didn't work, it was because I think that is for like gorditas. Because the inside of it is kind of like deep. So I think that's why. But if you do have one that is for tortillas, you can definitely use it. Try it out. Okay. All right, so this one is pretty small, so I'm only gonna do about a tablespoon of the pumpkin puree. Okay. So I went ahead and also preheated the oven 400 degrees. Okay, so make sure that is preheated. You can preheat while you're making these. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do the rest of the batch, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so here's the batch. So altogether it made about 16 pieces, 16 empanadas. I'm just gonna do a quick egg wash, and then on top of it, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of that swerve. Okay, some of that sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick wash. About 10 to 13 minutes. So just keep an eye on them because they're gonna cook pretty fast. Okay. So that's the egg wash, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle some sugar on top of it. And for the pumpkin puree, I probably only used about a cup and a fourth. Okay, so you have like a little bit left. But you can either do a cup and a half, or you can do a cup and fourth, so you don't have to have anything go to waste. All right, so in the oven they go. I put on that one parchment paper, but you can just leave it like this, or just sprinkle. All right, so see you later, my babies. And look at them. Oh, so pretty. Oh man, these almost got burnt. It's okay, less calories, right? All right, I'm gonna let them cool, but I got to go to work, so I'll eat one once I get to work. For the keto empanadas, for one serving, which is one empanada, it is a total of 125 calories, 7.7 carbs, 9.9 fat, 6.3 protein. It does have fiber. Fiber, it is a total of 1.2 grams of fiber, making it net carbs of 6.5 net. I totally had forgotten to make a ending video for this empanadas, but here it is. So yeah, so these empanadas, they're actually super delicious. I got really good reviews by my coworkers and my uncle, who's a baker. I don't know if he was just saying that he liked them because it was me, but yeah. So try them out. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you did try them and if you did like them, or see if you did other types of filling. As I mentioned, you can definitely do savory. You can also do ground beef mixture and add it, or chicken mixture, any other type of savory meat that you like to put in there. This recipe is also good for that. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to hit the notification button so you won't forget when my videos are coming. And you know who I'm talking to, so not a guru. So I'll see you later on my next video on Fat Skinny Girl Love. Bye.